Good Tuesday afternoon, Western Montana. I'm Martin Kidston, and this is the 406, the Missoulian's weekday webcast. Here are the top headlines at this hour. One accomplice in a drug rip on South Reserve Street that ended in gunplay last year was sentenced this morning in Missoula County District Court. Judge Karen Townsend sentenced Justin Michael Holds the Enemy to 10 years with the Department of Corrections, with 5 years suspended for his part in the November 27th shooting. An undercover detective and another suspect both received gunshot wounds in the incident. Holds the Enemy was charged with felony conspiracy to commit robbery. The Montana University system believes its schools are well positioned to address new guidelines released this week by the White House as it moves to combat sexual assaults on campuses across the country. The University of Montana has already implemented many of the recommendations contained in the new report. National figures suggest that 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted in college. Missoula's museums, theaters, and galleries put out their best welcome mats for a visit by one of China's top cultural gatekeepers this week. Li Hong, China's Minister Counselor for Cultural Affairs, spent yesterday and today touring the University of Montana and venues around the city. Hong arranges hundreds of exhibits and exchanges a year between the United States and China. Hong sat with former Senator Max Baucus, now serving as ambassador to China. The Chinese public has a growing interest in Montana culture. People from across Montana told the state parole board today that convicted murderer Barry Beach deserves a second chance at freedom. The board reviewed Beach's clemency application and heard from a crowd of about 60 people in a 2-hour hearing in Deer Lodge. Beach was convicted in 1984 at age 17 in the beating death of classmate Kim Neese. Competition is just getting underway at the 16th annual Russ Pilcher Western Montana Top 10 Track and Field Meet at Missoula County Stadium. We're predicting a highlight-filled and fast meet. 6 records were set at last year's meet, and there are plenty of must-see events this afternoon. Standing out the most is the girls' 800, where Big Fork's McKenna Morley, Whitefish's Marlo Schultz, and Sadie Henderson of Corvallis are scheduled to run. Watch Missoulian.com and Wednesday's Missoulian for complete coverage. Have a great evening, Western Montana. Check back with us on Missoulian.com for updates and breaking news. And pick up a copy of Wednesday morning's print edition of the Missoulian for the most complete local news coverage in Western Montana. I'm Martin Kidston, and that's the 406 for Tuesday, April 29th, 2014.